trap of drama. When an initiator, someone who is going to initiate drama at any point or given, you'd have to have some kind of relationship with them, right? On any level. You would, there's some people we don't even have to really have anyone sit us down and say, this person doesn't make me feel good. You just know. And if you are the kind of person that is all about health and well-being and following your own path and staying in your own lane, and look, I'm not here to bother you. You want to do your thing, go do it over there. Okay, I'm not gonna, I'm not here to mess with you. But if you are wanting to have what you're doing over there come and trouble my quote unquote life, then I have a problem with that. Right? But the thing is, there's people who, throughout their life as they're growing, you see the marks from young. They, if you're growing up with them, they're the kinds that throws at little remarks. They try to take advantage of situations little by little. You notice little conflict makers. And whilst you're having it, even young, you would even see the red flags. It's there. It becomes more of a complex situation because as family, we're kind of thought to just kind of go along with whatever's going on, and it's just my brother, oh, it's just my sister, oh, it's just mom, oh, it's just dad, right? Right? But in reality, it is an issue that's going to become a bigger issue. We don't have enough education and awareness, even from a young age, to basically give us the necessary equipment to start to fight it, to break its cycle from young, to make that person know from young that, look, and this is how far you go with me, and I'm going to train you. See, the thing is about bad people, you can train them to treat you correctly based upon consequences. But when we're young, we don't have enough power to do any of this, especially if the ones who are the bad ones within the family structure are being empowered by the parents who also have bad attitudes and bad ways, right? So it's kind of an empowerment to the bad and an over empowerment to you if you have a lean to be a good person, right? The drama person, even from young, the snide remarks, the small little put downs, the constantly trying to make you feel less than. They learn this from somewhere, and as they grow up, and from I'm going to go as far as say from the time that they open up their eyes and they look at what's looking at them. If those eyes looking at them has maliciousness and evil within it, that is what they've learned, and they will adapt. Some adapt by becoming like it. Other will adapt by becoming afraid and learning how to undo their trust, learning how to actually, not have trust in those evil eyes, right? So it takes a long line of growing up and growing away, right? In the line within families, what some when they're creating this kind of conflict with you, it's a power struggle, but it's a power structure, because there's much more going on than just basically, well, this is the blah 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 family and blah blah blah. No, these are reoccurring things that have been going on through the generations, and they have this specific purpose behind a lot of it. Is that you grow into a role, okay, an essential role within a family that's going to fulfill certain types of results coming from dark forces or God Okay. But since we're staying in the avenue of conflict and drama and so on and so forth, dependent upon your sibling, if you are the one that's not given to the conflict, you're not the one starting the fights or whatever, is that sibling is not playing with you. That sibling sees you either as a threat, a competition, or somebody to be snuffed out. And although you could play the niceties within, even from a young age, you play the niceties because you don't want to believe this can be true without realizing it. Jesus says, whoever hates is a murderer at heart. Okay. Hate never, hate will never do the best for another person, nor even wish the best for another person, no matter how you run around it. And you'll find them doing little sabotage and things with your interaction with them as you're growing up. When you come bearing good news, they're going to be the ones ready to stomp all over it. And should you have a friend over or a friend you both know, should you come bearing some news, they will gladly insult you and embarrass you right in front of the other person. Now, they don't realize in the name of family, other people, onlookers, that they really are painting a reputation for themselves. They don't see that and they don't care, right? What happens in all the midst of it is that this stuff grows into 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, and it will not ever get better. Now, I've heard of some people who were able to pray for their families and God intervened. And you say, well, why doesn't he do it for my family? Well, God is doing it for your family, except for one thing. If the resistance is very strong, okay, so will be the walls. And God does not enter through walls unless you're inside of it and you're being affected to the point of being destroyed. And he will do whatever he can within a family structure to protect you, to save you, and to get your life out of there. Okay. Jesus made it very clear. He said, let the dead bury their own. And he says, I've come to cause separation. Because God has been doing this for ages, but he finally has done it in these last days through his son. He had to finally do it through his son. After the blood sacrifice took place on the cross, he was going to create and start over as if the Garden of Eden was going to happen again. And he was going to pull people out from every walk, talk, place of life, family structures, wherever, and recreate them into a whole new creation and make them part of his family. By doing the restructuring, he will break you away and cause great amount of conflict because the devil does not give you up that easy. And within family structures, the very people that you were closest to will be your biggest enemies in your walk towards God. And they will be dependent upon the level of what God is going to give to you in the future. The demons will anoint your sibling with the same kind of stuff to fight you on that level. It's not a human level anymore. And when you are leveling up to a specific area in a spiritual realm, those entities are learning you so well that they themselves will come up to the level in the spiritual world and fight you there. And their whole purpose is to get you back down, to submit, to subject yourself, and also to get you to act out the way they would have seen you before God took hold of you. And it's essential, and it's a blessing to get pulled out from family lines by the Lord Jesus Christ. It's essential. And wherever you are right now in your life and whatever you're going on with your life, it's essential that you are on your knees and asking God to pull you out from your family, from the bloodline, and put you in his family. Cause you, cause you to be changed instead of being caused to be changed by the old man, the old generational filth. Conflict is a very powerful weapon that the devil uses. Very powerful. And he's not messing with when he's gonna lose you because you're dangerous to him. So I'm just going to leave you with that. I really hope that my message was stayed on topic. I may or may not have. Sometimes I have a tendency to kind of go off, but I trust it was still an inspiration to you. And you have a good day. And please do like and subscribe. Thank you.